Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bounce Back Thursdays. Keeping in line with our ongoing Bouncing Back and Going Beyond 2020 campaign, this is a weekly talk aimed at empowering you with the information you need in helping your business overcome the challenges of the COVID 19 pandemic. The topic for this entire month is going to be money recovery. Today, specifically, we are going to discuss check bounce cases. And joining me today is our subject matter expert, Ms. Damini Bhaskar, who's also one of the top legal talents here at Vakil Sir. Welcome, Damini.
Hi Ranai, how
Yes,
are you?
I'm good. Thank you. It's a pleasure to see you, especially after such a long time.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Okay, Damini, to start off, can you explain what is a check bounce case and when is a check considered to be dishonored?
Okay. Check bounce is not a very legal term. It's something that you hear day in and day out, right?
That's right.
You hear it from a friend who says, see, there is a check that is bounced. I'll have to go to the bank, or I'll have to receive the check written memo from the bank. I'll have to send a notice for a check bounce. So it has become very common now. And the conditions for filing a check bounce case, or conditions for considering when a check is to be dishonored, right?
Right.
Is that when a check has been issued by a drawer of the check by one person to the other person, he should clearly have the intention to pay the other person. If there is no intention, then he wouldn't maintain sufficient funds for any reason, or he might stop payment from his end. He might intimate to the bank to stop payment on a particular check.
Hmm.
These are the two reasons majorly for a check bounce case to be initiated. There are other reasons for a check bounce, like some clerical reasons, that the signature is not being matched, or the rupees and numbers and rupees and words are being mismatched, or for any other clerical reasons. But they are check bounce.
Non-intent, non-intentional reasons.
Right. So intentional reasons are only these two.
Right.
When there is a stop payment from the drawer of the check
Hmm.
intimated to the bank, and when he does not maintain sufficient funds in the bank.
Okay. Okay. So, what are the timelines relating to filing check bounce cases?
Okay. When it comes to check bounce cases, time is of the essence. Like, there are strict timelines to be followed by the person who is holding the check, the holder of the check, right? So from the date when the check is drawn, or whenever it is mentioned in the check, he will have to present it in the bank within 3 months from the date. Okay.
Okay.
Within the expiry of that 3 months, he will have to present it to the bank for encashment. And banks usually take about 2 to 3 working days, or maximum of 5 working days, to either encash the amount or give you a check written memo, in which the reason for the written will also be clearly stated. So from the date of receiving that check written memo, if you are going to file a case, and if you are not going to give another chance to the drawer of the check, then within 30 days from the date of receiving the check written memo, you will have to send a legal notice under Section 138 of the Negotiable Instruments Act to
Okay.
the drawer of the check, telling that the check has been dishonored by the bank, and you will have to, you owe me so and so amount, right, as mentioned in the check. So you will have to, of course, give a timeline of 15 days in
Hmm.
the legal notice for the drawer of the check to respond to your notice or repay the amount, whatever,
Got it.
right?
Yep.
So in case if the drawer of the check fails to repay the amount or reply to your notice, then within 30 days from the expiry of that 15 days, you will have to file a case, a criminal complaint under Section 138 of Negotiable Instruments Act before the magistrate. So these are various timelines to be followed in a check bounce case or a check dishonor case, and these are very crucial.
All right. Now, due to the COVID pandemic, several changes have been employed into various processes, whether it's business, whether it's government, etc. So, have any changes been employed due for filing check bounce cases?
Yeah, definitely. So from the 15th of March, that is before the pandemic, wherever there have been cases, the law of limitation have changed for filing of cases.
Okay.
And in particular, even for check bounce cases, the limitation was leveraged here
I
and there.
see. I see. So what are these changes?
So if a check has been dishonored before the 15th of March 2020 and the limitation period would expire after 15th of March 2020, then a case can be filed within 15 days from the date on which the lockdown is lifted throughout the country. And if the check is dishonored after the 15th of March 2020, then the limitation period itself will start to run after the lockdown is lifted.
All right, Damini. So that brings us to the conclusion of this week's session. Thank you so much for your time and explaining all these concepts in detail.
Pleasure is all mine, Renoy. Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Thank you for watching. We hope you found this session to be insightful and informative. If you need help with money recovery, there is a Google form in the description. Enter your contact details. At the end of the month, we are going to select a few people and help them send legal notices to the concerned parties completely free of cost. So enter your contact details and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Get 300 plus services. Chat and email with our team directly. Get stunning discounts and rewards. Only on Vakil Search app. Download now.